Thousands of steelworkers at Port Talbot face an uncertain future as the search continues for a buyer. But the problems faced by this industry have become part of the debate about whether the UK should stay in the European Union. China is being partly blamed for the crisis because its cut-price steel has driven down prices. Today, the French economy minister said Britain would be weakened if it left the EU and its 500 million consumers.
Today you are strong because you are part of the EU. Because when you discuss about your steel industry with China, you are credible because you are part of the EU, not because you are just UK. You will be completely killed otherwise. You will never be in a situation to negotiate face-to-face with the Chinese because your domestic market is not relevant.
Others argue that it's actually EU state aid rules which prevent the government from supporting businesses in crisis, including the steel industry. One of the biggest challenges for out campaigners is to explain how the UK would buy and sell goods with the EU. French ministers have dismissed the idea that there would be a quick trade deal after a vote to leave. Campaigners say that's nonsense.
Emmanuel Macron may be the French presidential candidate next year. Does anybody really think he's going to say to French farmers, who are a pretty important constituency to him, guys, we're not actually going to be giving you access to British supermarkets in future? It's never going to happen. He's a pragmatic politician who needs to get elected, and it is in his interests that his producers carry on selling us their milk and their cheese.
Whether it's a French minister, the head of NATO or the American president later this week, there's no shortage of powerful figures lining up to say the UK should stay in the EU. But they all insist it's simply friendly advice, conscious perhaps that the British people might not like being told what to do by outsiders. Vicky Young, BBC News, Westminster.